Good morning. So I'm feeling vulnerable, feeling like being vulnerable because I feel like if my vulnerability may help someone else, why not share it, you know? Most of the time on the internet, everybody's busy being fake and living what looks like to be perfect lives. And that can be discouraging for people who are normal humans who have lots of emotions and feelings throughout the day. So you guys probably know that we have 2 moms and a food baby because we love food. What comes with loving food though is this responsibility and weight of balance in our lives where we also love fitness and wellness and our health, and it makes it very difficult sometimes. I'm sure that you guys can relate. You're like, I want that cheesecake, but I'm trying to lose weight and this fucking sucks and it's hard. We completely understand that. I have been feeling super convicted lately because I have not been my best self. I've been waking up super late, sleeping in to try to give myself more energy, but then it turns out that doesn't give me more energy and I end up just feeling like shit still. So I'm like, you have to change something because your life is not going the way that you would like it to go. I was having like full-on panic attacks, and they were like really scary and really bad. And I was like, oh, I'm feeling so stressed. I have all this stuff going on. But the reality was I just wasn't prioritizing taking care of myself. People who know me are like, you've been skinny your whole life, whatever. But for me, like I've said before, like I've had joint pain and all different kinds of health problems that have come up. And I think that those are primarily because of the ways that I'm taking care of myself or not taking care of myself in the moment. So I'm back to waking up I'm trying to nail it down. I'm trying to get better. It's the other thing, you don't have to be perfect. If you fuck up one time, just get over it, get over yourself, and get back on the grind. Get back on doing shit that you know is good for you. Don't let it make you spiral into this dark hole that is unnecessary. It's like we all screw up, so why not, don't sabotage the entire thing. It's like getting a flat tire and being like, fuck it, I'm just gonna flatten the other 3, let's go, let's do this. But I've been trying to wake up between 4 and 6. I made my little cold plunge freezer for you guys. I'm gonna be getting in that thing soon. And it makes my day go so much better when I set myself up for success. If I'm getting up early, I'm doing the things I know that I should be doing, I'm eating the things that I should be eating. And we all know deep down that when we eat like an asshole, we feel like an asshole. So it's like finding that person or that person within yourself that is your source of encouragement to be like, I can do this. And if I slip up and eat a cheesecake, it's fine. The next day, I'll eat my protein. I'll get my protein in. Different things to where it's like, you're not being so hard on yourself that you're just quitting. Quitting is not an option. It's just not. You're a human. There's no quitting. Just take tiny steps each day and get a little bit better. And those tiny steps over a year will add up to this monstrous result that you wouldn't have otherwise had if you just ate the cheesecake and then just snowballed into, well, I'm gonna do whatever I want because I can't do this anyway. And you go back into your pattern of negative self-talk. Oh, when I was 9, everybody on the playground called me fat, so I guess I'm just fat, or I guess I'm just stupid and I can't do this. And it's a pattern in your head. Everybody knows their pattern. I know my pattern. And when you're in that pattern, you have to do something to break it immediately. Do something weird, do some jumping jacks, do something to just scratch that record up of that sad song that you keep playing over and over again in your head. And it sucks. I'm not saying that it's this wonderful thing that we go through. Being a human is difficult. But I'm saying we all deep down know whether we're being our best self or not, whether we're presenting our best self to other people, our best selves to ourselves. So take, even if it's just a tiny step, get up early, do something cold, do something uncomfortable, to be like, hell yeah, I'm proud of myself. You remember when you first learned how to ride a bike or some shit? Think about something that you learned how to do when you were younger and you didn't have all this fear stored up about people judging you, and you just went out and did the shit, and you're like, hell yeah, look at my 9-year-old ass building this tree house. I don't fucking know. Whatever it was. Like, look at my 6-year-old ass riding this bike. I'm such a badass. It's like, bring that shit back. Bring that shit back when you were like, however old, and you did something to make yourself proud. Why do we lose that when we're old and grumpy and we have all these stupid fears and we're trying to impress people that we don't even care about and who don't even care about us? Like, if you're surrounded by people who constantly put you down and tell you that you can't do shit, go into isolation. Go into isolation. Just go into your little hibernation, blinders, grind it out, and clap for yourself. Because ultimately, if you're seeking outside validation anyway, at some point you're gonna get disappointed. And usually it's pretty quickly. And then it's like, I'm disappointed, so I'm sad, so I'm gonna eat, insert this thing here so I can feel better. But then you feel better for about 10.5 seconds, and you're like, there goes the record. You're like, I suck, I can't do this, I can never do anything right, I can't finish anything that I start, blah, 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 blah. When in reality, if you feel sad and you eat a cheesecake, it's probably your pattern of trying to cope with something that's difficult. And if you do it, get back up on the fucking horse and be like, okay, for the rest of the day, I'm not gonna eat any more cheesecake. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna try not to eat a cheesecake. And then the next day, I'm gonna try not to eat a cheesecake. And it's not an option to stop. Prove it to yourself. Whenever we make promises to ourselves and we say, I really should go for a walk. I really should do that. It's just like, just get up and go. Because if you say, I really should do that, and then you don't do it, you're just proving to yourself that you shouldn't trust yourself. You gain the confidence in the action. When it's like, yeah, I didn't feel like doing that, and I did it, and now A, I feel better, and B, I've proved to myself that I could do it today, and I won today, and tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna win tomorrow. This is just my rant. I'm human and I struggle. I don't know if anybody else on Instagram does, but it just is what it is. I feel better as a human, and I can put my best self forward when I'm taking care of myself. When I'm getting up, I'm working out, I'm praying, I'm reading my Bible, I'm doing the things that everybody knows that they should be doing. I know that I should be doing it, but they're like, oh, I feel pretty good, so I'm just gonna let it ride and see how it happens, until someone pisses you off and you're like, fuck you. And then you're like, I have regret from saying fuck you, I shouldn't have done that. And then goes your record pattern that you play in your head, and then you're just in a bad mood. Get up, do the things that you say that you want to do or that you're going to do, and fucking crush it. And if you don't sink the whole entire ship. Just get up and do it again. Or if you're like, I'm gonna get up really early and I'm gonna go for a run, and your ass doesn't get up early and doesn't go for a run, it's like, you have so many more hours in the day when you get off work. Go take a walk instead. It's like, at least you're getting a little wind under your belt. You're getting a little air under your wings. Let's go. Let's just go.